We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Westbrook. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
2-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They'll run on first down. Good. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
26.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Westbrook. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Westbrook. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run by the big man Fournette. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
1st down, Jaguars.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. It's caught left side, Bolden, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
39-yard line.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Check 13. Check 19.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip left. And 58 is a Mike. Go straight. 58, boys. 58.
Back to throw. Westbrook. And this is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Washington 0.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Washington 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Bolden on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
The Jaguars.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Tackle made by Chase Young. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
Now Bolden on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
first down. Good. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and get him with Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Westbrook rolling to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. operating from the gun. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Touch 50. Touch 50. Mike 51. Stay with your man. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Washington, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Bolden on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Fournette running out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go! 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Leonard Fournette.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Josh Allen on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Westbrook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 49. Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. After 60.
From the gun, Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
9-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
Throwing again. Westbrook. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And sacked.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
4-yard line.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Buffalo 18. Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Wilson on 1st down, looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Shoot. Watch the shot.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Check 37.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 56. Washington, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Bolden on the return. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Taken down at the 50-yard
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
He's checking crack. Check, Wildcat. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 18 Cardinal.
Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
60 Bobcat. 52's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
On 4th down, Westbrook. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
At the 47-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mark 55. Stop your whining. Alert. Alert.
From the gun, Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
51. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Bring it right.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Wilson's pass.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. Myron. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 63. Washington, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bolden on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw again, Westbrook. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Washington on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Westbrook going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 58 right there. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Tackles.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Westbrook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'll get him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
The kicker on.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you can hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On for the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down. Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Westbrook. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Number 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on second down. Westbrook. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
At the 23-yard line.
Alert 3. Trap 60. Mike 52. You can't block me.
On third down, Westbrook. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Check. Fresno.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Wilson.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
But it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking long for Westbrook. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it?
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking.